Hi guys, good evening. Welcome, good evening. Happy Saturday po sa ating lahat. So, my name is Aaron of Stream TSAMBIFIED and you are watching KaTalk. Welcome to our Pride Month episode special. Kinakabahan ako na naman. Pero yeah, so guys, kumusta kayo? It's Pride Month. So, it's been a while since we did our live stream. So, I believe that was May 10, the day after the elections. So, we had our tarot reading with Kimmy na ako yung naging host because she requested me to do the stream with her. And ayun, it was a great way to spend or spread our energies towards what happened during that past few days. So it's really nice to be able to stream again na may time na ulit to do this, to write, and have a guest dito sa KaTalk. So thank you so much for watching. Kung papanoorin nyo man to ng live or if you're gonna watch this na replay, thank you so much. And once again, welcome to our Pride Month episode special. So, for this year's Pride, Stream Shomai is happy to share the support and love towards a more diverse, equal, and accepting society. Excuse me po. We continue to raise the rainbow flag and give awareness that members of the LGBTQIA plus community, myself included, are still struggling in our current society. Which is why for this month, similar to what I did last year, I will be sharing a couple of infographics related to our journey and to show awareness and openness that such characters and works of art are available for everyone to see, feel, and reflect on. So, may isa na nga doon actually na na-post na. So, ayun, it's about the webcomic. So, list of recommended webcomics for this year. So, aside from that, there will also be a recognition to some notable figures as a form of thanks for raising the rainbow flag. Watch out for these posts, mga ka-siomai. Dito naman sa KaTalk, we will be featuring two artists who are happily continuously sharing the love and support of the LGBTQIA plus community or towards the LGBTQIA plus community through their works of art. Makakasama natin ang isa sa kanila right now. Isa siyang notable artist na nakikita natin ang kanyang mga works via social media. He is an artist and an illustrator. Magaling daw siya tsumamba, pero hindi naman daw siya bolero. Malalaman natin kung totoo yun ha. So, tanungin natin sa kanya. He has a webcomic called Ang Jowa kong Crosswise, which currently has 334.4k viewers on Penlab. So, kakatingin ko lang po kanina. Pinaplit po natin yan. Let's get to know his champified perspective towards creativity, life, and his journey towards being a part of the rainbow community. Let us all welcome our KaTalk for tonight for our very first Pride Month special episode for this year. The one and only Tsambolero. Tsambolero. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm really excited, personally, genuinely excited to have this conversation with you. So, maraming
excited too.
Thank
you for having me.
You're welcome, and the honor, the pleasure. Maraming salamat. So, nagpapasalamat, hindi pa nga tayo natatapos.
Tapos na ba?
Extra na po tayo. Tcharing! So, yun, let's start with the basics. Let's start with how we usually begin this conversation. So, kumusta ka? How's life in general?
Life is good. There's, ano ba? I'm a bit buzzed right now, pero like, so medyo pasensya na ako, medyo slurry yung speech, but yeah, life's good. There's a lot of good things coming despite the recent happenings with our elections and whatnot. Things are looking up. Been keeping busy, and ayun.
Yeah, that's totally yeah, that's totally understandable. Yeah, ako naman ako like ayun din, like na-mention ko kanina na it's a swirl of energies that happened last month, and just had to look for ways to channel our energies para hindi makimkim sa atin yan. So, yun. So, ikaw, Tsambolero, like, who are you outside of the four corners of the screen? If you are not posting, if you're not an art, if you are not illustrating, if you're not creating, ang Jowa kong Crosswise, sino ka? What do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, actually, like, who I am, as the author and illustrator of Ang Jowa Crosswise is also basically me, like outside of that realm, because I am also a full-time illustrator, so and graphic designer. So basically, kung ano yung ginagawa ko sa Ang Jowa Crosswise is what I also do in real life. So yeah.
I see. Without naming the specifics, which industry are you currently working in?
Ayun,
Like is it
ano
a
ba?
creative ahensya ba or
Oh,
corporate
no, no,
or
no, no. Currently freelance,
okay,
but ayun nga, yung mga ginagawa ko is mostly mga ganun, creative work.
creative. I see. That's cool. So yeah, so ano yung so yun nga, I saw your name sa Facebook, Instagram, it's Tsambolero. Like I'm sure some of the people will ask, Tsambolero ba talaga yung pangalan mo? Or is there like any part of your name na na kinuha mo and nilagay mo sa
Ah,
Tsambolero or Chambi? Ganyan.
well, actually, my real name is redacted. Charot. Yeah, but ayun nga, like Chambi or Chambolero is my screen name.
Hmm.
So, kumbaga parang Madonna or Lady Gaga, gano'n. But yeah, you guys can call me Chambi.
Pero ano lang, again, without really going to the, without going to the redacted, pero is it near
Mm.
or far to your real name?
It's far. It's
Far.
super far. Yeah.
PM mo na lang sa akin mamaya. Charot.
Sige, sige.
I see. Pero saan mo nakuha yung name? Like, although yeah, you mentioned na pag dun sa description na, yun nga, pinagsama mo yung Chamba and Bolero. So,
Bolero.
yeah.
Actually, yung, paano ba? How I arrived with this name was pretty arbitrary. Wala namang rhyme or reason kung bakit ko to pinili. I just thought it was witty or clever at that time. When I was making kasi like a stan Twitter account. So ayun, wala lang. I just thought it was funny. Kasi
is there yeah, go ahead.
Ayun, until eventually yung stan Twitter account ko convert ko siya, ginawa ko siyang art account. So ayun, the name kind of stuck because I made some friends sa Twitter, and that's Chambi is how they know me. So, ayun, ba't ko papapalitan?
So sa Twitter pala nagsimula lahat yun.
Yes.
So, I'm not sure if tama yung understanding ko of the stan Twitter because it's been a while since I was active on Twitter. Pero, is there a certain personality that you are standing when that account started? Like, or is it like a general standing of stuff?
Well, nung onset kasi ng pandemic, diba, there were a lot of BLs na umusbong.
Yes.
So yeah, I was kind of like a BL stan account. Yeah, kasi I wanted to, wala akong masyadong makausap sa real life friends ko who watch BLs kasi, especially yung mga Thai BLs, mga Together, diba, Dark Blue Kiss. Yeah, ayun. Yeah. So wala akong makausap. So like I made a Twitter account so I could talk to people about it kasi like baliw na baliw ako sa mga shows na yun.
So yeah, let's go back to 2020. So ano yung mga pinaka hindi mo malilimutan or yung mga tumatak sa yung mga BLCs? Local man or Thai or international?
Thai for sure Together.
Mm-hmm.
At saka yung Dark Blue Kiss, yung trilogy yan, diba? Like pati yung may dalawa pa siyang like parang prequels.
Yeah, alam ko meron.
So, ayun, pinanood ko din yun. Pero actually, pinanood ko lang yung supercut nila, ng Pete Cow. Ayun. Tapos, ano pa ba? Sa local, of course, Game Boys. And, ano pa ba? Gaya sa pelikula.
Ay, of course. Classic.
Ayun. Ay, yung dalawa na yun. I remember like watching also a few others.
Actually, parang ang dami nga din mga na-produce noon. Pero sila talaga yung matunog sa local scene. Diba?
Sila talaga yung nag-stand out during that time. So yeah, ayun.
Tama. Oh, may isa akong pinanood na chika ko na lang din. Total chika naman to.
Sige, sige.
Parang, though yung together, hindi ko kasi nasubaybayan that time. Pero yung friend ko kasi, nireco niya sa akin. Ito yung parang tinuring daw na classic or OG na BL series. It's called, hindi ko alam kung tama yung magiging pagbigkas ko. Sotus? Sotas? S-O-T-U-S. Yun.
Ang alam ko nasa Netflix yun eh.
Nasa Netflix siya. Although yung second season wala. Like, ano naman siya, parang nung una, kasi parang medyo matagal-tagal na rin yung series na yan. Pero yung mga first few episodes, yeah, medyo cringy, ganyan, na
I think it's
parang,
supposed to be cringy.
ano ba talaga yun? Parang,
hindi ko alam eh. Very formulaic eh. Yeah, pero like, you watch it for the cheese. Diba?
Parang nung una, I was like skeptical ko. Parang, tutuloy ko pa to. Pero, tinuloy ko naman siya. And, ano naman,
Okay
true
naman.
enough, nagets ko naman na parang, ramdam ko yung pagiging OG niya na parang, gets ko pa na kung bakit, or at pointing, ito yung magiging pundasyon ng mga magiging BL series nila. So, ito naman tayo, asyumero lang. So, yun. So, anong year ka nagsimula sa pag-create ng illustrations and in being a graphic designer? Like, ano yung deciding factor or what made you choose to pursue the creative career that you have right now?
Well, first off, I'm a fine arts graduate. So, yung career path ko talaga is steered towards the creative industry. So, ayun. Pero actually, I never expected to be making comics. Like, when I was a kid, ano lang siya, like parang pangarap ko lang siya, ganun. I never really thought na it would be this whole thing for me. Pero nung 2020, around December 2020, like as one does during a pandemic, like lockdown, walang magawa, like I had this like idea to make a comic about human and the manananggal, and the rest is history.
I see. So, apart from kung before you made comics, ano yung mga, if you could remember, ano yung mga usual na creative works na nagagawa mo or ginagawa mo?
Usually product photography, branding ng mga small companies, ganun. Mga publicity materials. Ayun, mostly that yung ginagawa ko. Mga posters.
For how long have you been doing, or for how long have you been working in the creative? Ayan, yun na lang.
Mga around since 2019.
Okay.
Medyo fresh lang.
Fresh lang. I see.
Ayoko sabihin kung anong year ako graduate.
Bigyan mo na lang sa akin namin.
Sige.
Pero yeah.
Mamaya na lang.
Okay. I see. Sige. With all those works that you have produced, is there a particular work or brief that you have come across and matuturing mo siya na very challenging? And what made it very challenging for you?
Well, I remember this one work I had. It was I'm not sure if I'm allowed to like say the name of the company, but like I did this like branding for an architectural firm, like, so ayun, it was a really big project, like, especially since I didn't really have a team with me. It was just me and my partner, one other person. So it was like the two of us talaga, like parang making the identity of the company and yung brand book nila, and like it was a tall order, and like honestly it was the first time I've ever done something that big. So it was really challenging then having to work on something like that. And also pala, I remember this one other like big project I did. pero it was ano pa eh. I think I was still in college pa neto. I did Virtus North, Ayala Malls Virtus North.
Yes.
Um we were tapped. My school organization was tapped to make the outdoor Christmas decoration for Virtus North. So ayun, it was really fun. Kasi, well, it's Ayala Malls. Diba? Like, parang, how often does one get to design something for Ayala Malls? So, yeah, that was something, it was a kind of a daunting task, especially since I had to, like, parang co-lead the team. But it was very rewarding having to see yung design namin, like, have an actual physical product. So, nakaka-proud lang.
Of course, oo naman, like those things that we have experienced in college, parang ano rin talaga yon, big feat din talaga siya. So, for keeps yung mga ganyang mga moments. Since you mentioned earlier that it felt rewarding, would you consider it as your most fulfilling work to date? Or is there any other work that you could consider the most fulfilling work so far?
Well, actually, ayun nga, I'm really proud then of this ang Jowa Crosswise thing that I made. Kasi like, ayun nga, like I started it na parang pabiro lang. I wasn't really expecting it to like have this much traction, and now it's getting published and by SciComm nonetheless. So that's something, I guess, a really big achievement for me. But yeah,
That's great.
ayun.
That's great. Sige, let's dwell into that later on with with the additional details. But yeah, that's actually nice to know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
Yun, sa paggawa ng ang Jowa kong Crosswise, ano pa yung mga bagay na ginagawa mo to keep you sane? Kasi, syempre, nung first part of the pandemic, like, we were really restricted. Like, we can't go out. We just have to stay at home and just have to find our ways to keep ourselves sane kasi tayo magtutulungan. Baka maano po tayo. Baka maging ano tayo. Joke lang po. Wag niyo po kami i-relax. Pero what are the things or activities that kept you sane aside from pag-stand sa Twitter and eventually creating your comics? Like anything that you can share?
Ano? What was the question again? Ano yung pinagkakaabalahan ka?
Yeah, like what kept you sane during the pandemic?
What kept me sane? Mostly consuming media. So, mga TV series, mga movies, and ano pa ba? Running, like working out, exercise, ganun. I mean, there's really not much that you can do when you're stuck inside the house. So, totoo lang.
Exactly. Parang, ikaw, ano na yung nararamdaman mo right now na, di ba, mas lax na tayo, we can, less restricted na yung mga, less restrictive na yung mga activities natin. So, how do you feel like, spiritually, mentally, kumusta ang well-being mo in general? So, how is it?
Ano naman, I have to admit it was kind of tough nung first year. Pero like since ayun nga medyo maluwag na and nakakapagkita na kahit paano with friends, like it's really important kasi for us to have like a good like social support system and makapagkita sa mga friends, sa mga family as much as you can, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. So I guess naman, I'm doing well, I'm doing fine. Kasi ayun nga, like we're slowly starting to go back to normal kahit may mga cases pa rin and parang wala namang ginagawa, but parang normal pa rin ba to, pero sige na lang, wala naman tayong choice. But yeah.
Totoo, parang chika lang din, chika minute ulit. Parang I guess it's if there's also one thing that I realized na parang kahit gaano ka man ka-introverted, kahit gaano ka man maging antisocial, there will always be this part of you na parang mamimiss mo talaga makipag-socialize.
Yeah,
parang,
for sure.
iba pala na parang I had the opportunity to finally go out and see my friends or even meet new people sa like sa company namin we did last week. Parang doon ko na feel na, oh my gosh, parang before pre-pandemic, I'm not used to joining such group activities, even in college and high school, where you get to team up with different people, with different students you don't really interact with. Pero
Yeah.
I guess nag-magnify nung nag-pandemic na parang dahil hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng opportunity to meet people physically, personally, nung time na nagkaroon na ng chance to do those team buildings, do those catch up with your friends, it just felt different. Ang
Totoo.
parang bumuhos yung emotions and yung feelings mo na if yung deprived ka of talking to them and even hugging your friends. Parang pwede
Actually,
na, 'di ba? So,
kasi parang for the longest time, like parang may stopper eh. So parang naipon tayo na naipon until like
yeah,
kailangan nang i-release lahat ng social energy na yan.
yeah,
Diba? Kasi
exactly.
no man is an island.
Totoo.
Diba?
Parang na-mention din nung sa second guest ko dito sa KaTalk, isa siya sa mga nagpa-realize sa akin na parang whatever happens, we humans are social creatures. We are social beings.
Yeah.
It is absurd the idea of not restricting, pero gets ko naman because it's for health protocols and stuff. Pero the idea na i-lock, okay, how do I say this? Na parang ihiwalay tayo, na ipagbawalan tayo makipag-socialize for a long period of time.
Yeah.
It has an effect on us on different aspects. So kaya meron talagang way or dapat talaga okay, nawala na naman po ang pero yun parang hahanapin talaga ng tao yung personal physical connection. Like parang sure we can do all things virtually, but iba pa rin talaga when we do or when we meet up people in person. So ayun, ikaw ba ganun ba yung oh my gosh, ako yung chumika, parang ikaw na parang ikaw, what are your thoughts on that? Parang ano yung naging maliban sa mga na-mention mo, or if you have any experiences na you met your friends na ano mo rin yung feelings mo, ganyan. My gosh, what am I saying?
No, I agree. Honestly, nung early months ng lockdown, it was really tough. And like, parang sinabayan ko actually yung lockdown with like kind of retreating into my shell. Kasi parang I took it as a time, like since everybody's at home naman, diba, like hindi naman pwede lumabas, I took it like as a sign na rin na maybe this is my time to like really connect with myself, you know, really be like introspective about everything. You know, nag-soul searching ako sa loob ng kwarto ko, ganun. So, ayun, and eventually nabaliw ako. Kasi like you can only do that for so long. Diba? Yeah. You're really gonna need to interact with your people. So, you know, like ng mga ano pa to panahon ng mga ECQ, MECQ.
Yeah.
Mga ganun. Diba? Like parang pwede mo makapagkita, tapos biglang bawal, tapos pwede ulit. Sobrang gulo. So, everything was on Zoom talaga. We really had to make do. So, ayun. Thankful naman na ngayon, pwede ng in-person.
Yes.
To some capacity.
Basta lang, as usual, mag-ingat lang ganyan. Diba? So, carry lang naman yan. So, yeah, aside from, yun nga, parang sa pagsusoul searching, staying in your room. So, you also started creating ang Jowa kong Crosswise. So, ito na, introduce na natin si ang Jowa kong Crosswise dito. So, yun, napahapyaw mo na kanina kung paano yun yan, nasimulan mo sa paggawa ni ang Jowa kong Crosswise. So, can you give us more details? More details on how it started? Like, parang, parang do you have an insight or brief? Like, How did you
Hmm.
start conceptualizing ang Jowa kong Crosswise?
Hmm. Um, well, ano kasi siya, like, parang the story of ang Johong Crosswise has always been in my head. Like, parang, nag-ano na siya, it took, like, many different forms na, pero nung pandemic ko lang siyang dinecide gawing comic. So, I actually say na parang medyo, ano siya, semi-autobiographical. Like, most of the stuff that happens in the comic are stuff that's actually happened to me in real life. So, syempre, ano naman, minus the aswang part, ano na yun, like, medyo fictionalized na lang siya. But, yeah, it's kind of like, ano, a slice of life, a slice of my life.
Mm-hmm.
A peek into, like, the intimacies of a queer relationship
Mm-hmm.
na may fantasy spin. Kasi I've always had a fascination for our local folklore and mythology. And
Mm-hmm.
ayun, there's always a need naman for representation, for queer representation, for Filipino cultural representation. So ayun, why not? And
Mm-hmm.
wala, I think it's a creative outlet na rin for me.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. So, are there any works of fiction or works of literature that na tiningnan mo or you referenced it to as you created or as you
Hmm.
conceptualize your comic?
Hmm. Um, ano kasi, I'm very inspired by rom-coms. Like, I'm a sucker for rom-coms. Lalo na yung mga intimate na wala naman masyadong plot na rom-coms. Like, ano ba? Yung Before trilogy by Richard Linklater. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight. Ayun. Ano pa ba? That Thing Called Tadhana is one of my favorite local films.
Yeah.
Ayun, yung mga cheesy rom-coms na ganun. Like, I'm really inspired by that. Kasi like, the plot kind of just revolves around two people and like their conversation. Like, kung isipin mo, wala naman na namang like, ano, antagonist, walang world-ending threat na nangyayari. Like Marvel movies, ganun.
Yeah.
Wala, it's just a very intimate story and I'm kinda into those stories.
Mm-hmm. Like parang how do you wala ito sa wala ito sa questions. Pero
Go lang.
like may mga in terms of planning the stories, like parang meron ka bang nakabangko, like it doesn't have to be written pero parang let's say in a couple of episodes or like let's say in this month, parang is there a particular story na parang meron ka naka-prepare na kung anong mangyayari sa kanila, or do you just go with the flow na whenever you feel like, okay, I think I want to do this track, and then let's say the next day and you just feel like revising it, so like spontaneous ba, or is it planned, or is it like a combination of both in terms of the storytelling?
Actually, it's a combination of both. Kasi meron naman akong like rough like outline of where I want the story to go. Pero like in between that, wala naman masyadong like nangyayari. So, ano din, it's kind of situational. Like whenever I feel like making a comic, I post it. I just post it online. Pero like medyo may distinction actually. Yung nasa book, yung story sa book or magiging book na ipapublish pa lang, yun, meron talaga siyang like clear narrative. Tapos the stuff that I post online, kind of like mga side stories lang siya, not necessarily related to what happened in the book or in Penlab, in the website where it's where you can read it. So,
Okay.
ayun. I just keep it all in my notes app. Like, kunwari may nangyari sa akin, parang, parang maganda tong comic ah. Like, I just write it down in my notes app. Tapos like, i-produce ko na lang siya whenever I feel like the situation calls for it. Ayun.
I see. Okay, that's good to know So, yeah, let's get to know more about the characters. So, parang their names are Tomas and Leo, and paano yung pagpili ng names? Like, did you have to go through a list of the names, or you just felt, no, may naisip ko lang na name na parang feeling ko bagay to dito, feeling ko
Mm.
bagay to sa kanya. And of course, yung kanilang, yun din, yung profile nila, how they look,
Mm.
and how they style. So, although yung style later, ipapakita rin natin yan later,
So,
yung
yeah.
pag-swap ng ano. Pero,
Yeah.
in general, like, how did you conceptualize their look, their names, and maybe even their personalities? Like, yeah, go ahead.
Um, well, ayun nga, like I said kanina, it's, the story is semi-autobiographical. So, making Tomas and Leo as characters wasn't that difficult kasi may template na sila, kumbaga, in real life. So I kind of just had to translate that into the comic. So, naman, in choosing their names, um, wala din. Like, parang, I don't know, you just kind of, like, when you're, I don't know, pero for me, like, when I'm making, like, an original character, because I also, like, write different stories apart from this. When I'm making a character, like, parang, as I'm drawing it, like, the name just kind of pops into my head na lang, spontaneously. And, like, hindi ko ma-explain it, pero parang, I guess it's an instinctual thing na parang, etong taong to, mukha siyang Tomas, or mukha siyang Leo, gano'n. Like, hindi ko ma-explain, am I making
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like, kahit nga sa totoong buhay na parang whenever you
Mm-mm.
see a stranger na parang feeling ko this person looks like A, and then the name.
Mukha kang Marites, gano'n. Or parang Marites. Yeah, actually. Ayun. It's very, lang, like, parang, it's a feeling. There's no science to it. I can't explain. Ganun.
Parang very instinct lang din.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. So, yeah. Ano pa bang itatanong? Wala. So, yeah, so, yun, paano nag-start yung gawa ng comics for Penlab? Like, ano yung naging process? Like, sila ba lumapit sa'yo? Or, I'll just ask. So, parang how did it start?
Yeah. It started actually early 2021. Kaka-launch lang din ng Penlab kasi nung pandemic, nung October. Yeah, October sila nag-launch. So, ayun, they were still kind of a new website then, gano'n. Tapos ako din, kaka-launch ko lang din nung first episode ko sa Twitter. And ayun nga, it was initially just going to be like this thing I did for Twitter. Like, parang passion project lang din. Like, ito. Tapos, ayun, Penlab's managing editor, si Bernie Mercado, he DM'd me sa Twitter. Tapos, he asked if I was interested in putting my webcomic dun sa Penlab. Tapos, at first I was hesitant kasi parang like, hala, does this mean I can't post na on Twitter? Kasi like, the reason why I post on Twitter is like, parang gusto ko yung meron siyang interactive aspect. Like, people can quote, retweet, and like, people can comment. And like, I love reading the comments of the readers. Ganun. Tapos, sinabi niya naman na parang, you can still post like like nasabay on Twitter and Penlab. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Ganun. Tapos, ayun, like, I agreed to have ang Jowa kong Crosswise hosted sa Penlab. And then, a few weeks later, like, message ako ni Bernie, tapos like, tinanong niya if like, may nag-approach na ba sa akin about like a publishing deal. Ganun. Tapos ako parang, like, what? Seryoso ba? Like, I never expected the question to come up because I never thought that publish yung ginagawa ko. Like, lang siya, parang nagloloko lang talaga ako nung una, like, for fun lang siya. Tapos ayun, tapos sabi ko, like, like, parang, it's never come up before. And ayun, he offered me a publishing deal kasi sabi niya na parang they had a partnership with SciComm na yung SciComm yung mag-publish ng titles, ng Penlab titles under their label, under the Penlab Fresh label. So, ayun, I agreed and ayun, like, we're coming out with the book sometime soon. I can't tell a date yet, pero it's soon. Malapit na.
Malapit na.
Oo.
I see.
Ay,
So, yun, kumusta yung naging reaction or reception? Kasi ako not really aware with the reactions of people on Twitter na. So, let's start with
mm,
Twitter first before
mm,
sa Penlab. Kasi yun nga,
mm,
sa Penlab, you have like 334,000 views
mm.
already. So, kumusta yung naging initial reception that when you first uploaded your comics sa Twitter and then eventually kay Penlab? So, kumusta na naging reception?
Mm. Actually, like, it's been really great yung reception ng mga tao sa Twitter. Kasi maraming bakla sa Twitter. So, totoo lang. So, like, parang andun talaga yung market ko. So, like, when I came out to the first episode, like, okay, like, a few, like, mga 10, 15 likes yung engagement ko or whatever. Tapos, like, pagising ko na lang kinabukasan, like, hala, ano na, like, thousands na yung engagement ko. So, I was like, fudge, this could really be something. Kasi, like, ang daming natuwa dun sa, like, I mean, dun sa concept itself kasi manananggal, like kaya niyang mag self-segment, like that in itself, like marami na siyang potential for like funny stories and like puns, di ba, mga 50% off, mga ganun-ganun, di ba? So wala, ang daming natuwa doon, na nakakataba ng puso yung basa yung mga comments nila, yung reception nila, nakakatuwa.
Yeah, and deserve naman din kasi. So, congratulations sa naging magandang feedback and reception ng mga users sa Twitter and of course sa socials din. So,
Thank you.
yeah, and congratulations. And congratulations din sa magiging book release. So, yeah, mamaya
Yes.
susubukan natin pilitin kung malalabas ba yung date. Chareng! But, yeah, so, yes, guys, this is the Pride Month episode special of KaTalk dito sa Stream Siomai. So, yeah, mamaya we'll look back at some of the works that Chambi has done in the past, and we'll also be continuing our chikahan as well. But before going on a short break, we will be showing you an animated short produced by Chambi himself. So, ayan na. Pero ano naman, nung nakita ko sa Facebook, sabi ko, parang magandang material to na I think feeling ko lalo na during the pandemic, that was very relatable, can I just say.
Yeah.
So, I guess
medyo
it's
unrelated siya sa ang Jowang
yeah.
Crosswise, but
Yeah,
I feel
pero
like I needed to share it.
ano pa rin siya, parang it's still a good way for you. It's still a creative outlet. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Ang gandang outlet siya. So, thank you for producing that. So, kung ano man yung sinasabi ko, guys, ito, ipapakita ko na siya. So, if you are looking for a sign to breathe and take a break, we do hope that this is it. So, magbabalik po kami in a short while. So, see you guys later. Hi guys, you are watching the Pride Month special of KaTalk. Here's a Stream Siomai. Once again, I am Alren of Stream Siomai. Kasama ko pa rin si Chambi tonight at itutuloy namin ang aming Chambified Chikahan ngayong gabi. For this part of the show, I have gathered some of the works that Chambi posted in the past. So, re-react lang natin to basically. So, just have an idea, ganito lang ginagawa ko sa mga pinakaunang episodes ko dito sa Mumunting Pep Project ko. React lang on certain photos, certain memes. So, medyo ganun yung gagawin natin dito. So, at the same time, ano lang din, if you share ka lang, if you have a story to share behind the process of these works, so feel free to share them. So,
alright.
Game ka na ba, Chambi?
Game na.
Alright, let us begin with... Eto, I'm really curious about this kasi I've been seeing your profile pictures for like quite some time now, and I know that as artists that we are keen to explore different techniques, different art styles until we find this certain style that fits us or style that suits us. At least, ayan, for visual artists like you. So, kwentuhan mo naman ako regarding sa exploration of those art styles and paano mo, parang kasi ako, parang observation lang to ha, parang napansin ko na parang nakita ko na parang okay, style na to ni Chambi. So, paano ka nakahantong sa ganong stage? as of the moment?
Suot ko yung beanie, oh.
Yes.
Yeah. I planned this. Charot. Anyway, ayun nga, like, that's basically yung yung growth ko as an artist. Like, like, nung 2020 lang din ako nag-start mag-digital art. So, yung pinaka-una kong artwork, pinaka-una kong profile picture, yung nasa leftmost, yung color blue yung skin. So, parang, lang yan, like, artsy-fartsy, gano'n, like, medyo abstracted, hindi naman, like, true to life, hindi naman ako kulay blue talaga. And I think, ginawa ko yata yan, before ko pa ginawa yung ang Jowa kong Crosswise. So, if mapapansin nyo, like, hindi pa siya yung style ng ang Jowa kong Crosswise. So, ayun. After that, yung marami pa akong naging profile picture in between that. Pero like, yung next sa timeline ay yung may blue na background, yung naka-squat siya, ganun. So, ayan, na siya, ang Jowa kong Crosswise style na siya. Tapos wala. Like, kasi, like, natutuwa ako dun sa mga perspective, mga fish eye na angles. Kasi I think they're just so much fun to play around with, and like, fun siya i-drawing. So, ayun. Tapos wala lang, parang ang cool ng pose. So, ayan, yun yung ginawa kong profile picture next. Tapos yung next naman, din siya, perspective din siya. Tapos it's the same outfit. It's like the trademark Tsambi outfit, you know. Pero ibang style. Kasi like, medyo, nagsawa ako dun sa profile picture ko na yan. Like, inisip ko, like, parang I needed a change. I wanted a change. Tapos I experimented din with a different style. Yung style na yan, not necessarily ang Jowa Crosswise na style.
Yeah.
Pero it's, medyo mas true to life. No, I wouldn't say realistic, pero hindi siya stylized as the previous one. So, ayun. Tapos, na-bored din ako dyan. So, yung pinaka-latest profile picture ko ay yung nasa rightmost, yung nag-stretch siya ng kamay niya. Tapos, ayun din, like, iniba ko rin yung outfit ko dyan kasi wala lang, like, for a change. Parang, pansin ko, most of the time, like, nagpapalit ako ng profile picture kapag, like, bored ako or, like, kapag gusto ko ng makakita ng parang something fresh. Kasi, wala, like, as an artist, like, ako personally as an artist, like, parang, pagbago-bago yung isip ko about, And I'm sure you can relate din, diba?
Yes.
Like, ayun, so parang, wala lang, I just don't want to stay stagnant kasi. Kasi parang, pag nag-stagnate ako, parang, hindi ako comfortable. Like, kailangan lagi akong gumagalaw.
Yeah.
Ayun.
I mean, someone used to say na kabahan ka na if parang, okay, sabi sa'yo, may mental block ako, diba? Pero, kabahan ka na if you, naging comfortable ka na sa part where you are just stagnant. Diba? Lalo na as for artists, or whatever field man of, the creatives you are, kabahan ka na kapag komportable ka na sa kung nasaan ka man at walang ni katiting na intention or ambition to improve kahit katiting lang. So, totoo yun.
Kasi diba, like, growth is change.
Yes.
Growth requires change. So, parang, wala lang. And it's also like, you can get to explore different, sides, different skills that you may or may not have unlocked yet.
Yes.
So, wala lang. Ayun. Experiment. Go experiment while you can.
Of course. Totoo. Eto, tanong ko talaga to. Gusto ko talagang itanong sa'yo to.
Yes.
Meron ka talagang ganong outfit na, yung red and green. May blue and green. Pero isa, red and green. So, what kind of outfit dito sa
siya, rugby shirt siya. Nabili ko siya sa Forever 21.
Oh, okay.
It's actually like one of my favorite pieces kasi like I'm obsessed with color blocking with like primary colors. Like, I love color blocking. Ganun. So, pero hindi ko siya masuot masyado kasi ang init sa Pilipinas.
Madali ka rin ba pawisan?
Oo, hello sa ano.
Yeah, oo nga eh.
So, pasensya na. Pero like, ang init kasi dito.
Get.
Ayun. So, parang pag December ko lang siya nasusuot. Ginawa ko na siyang uniform eh.
Yeah, actually, it adds up to yung signature Tsambolero look na parang pag nakita ko na parang may nakasuot ng blue or green, parang, mas spot ko. Dito, ganyan. Parang,
actually, medyo color blocking nga din yung suot mo ngayon eh. Color blocking din eh.
Well, to be fair, medyo na ako, sabi ko, shit, mag-jacket ba siya?
Oh my God, nahiya naman
ako. Okay lang. Pero, lang naman to, minsanan lang din to. So, pag after nito,
pala nilabas ko yun. Para pala naka-uniform talaga akong chambing-chambing.
Okay lang. It's fine. Kung saan lang hindi po ako nang pressure guys ng guest. Hindi ko po nauutusan. So, yeah, I mean, that's a nice story. Salamat for sharing naman.
Yeah.
You travel. You explore different styles until yun yan, nahanap mo yung parang comfortable or good, parang signature, matuturing mo na signature art style.
Yeah.
So, yun, let's proceed to the next one. So, I believe isa ito sa mga unang, binibase ko na lang dun sa date ng pagka-post kasi nung sinesearch ko siya. Pero nakalagay kasi dito na it was posted 2020. So,
oh my God.
Basing on what the posts or the works that you're posting recently, ang laki na ng naging pagkakaiba. Of course, which is good, diba? Pero I mean, ramdam pa rin, like the elements that are in your recent posts, ramdam pa rin doon sa mga unang mga pinost mo. So, yeah, tell us your the story.
Oh my God, sobrang, it's like looking at like, mga pictures mo nung elementary ka. Ayun, napipili ka ngayon. Hindi kasi, really, grabe yung pinagkaiba nung style ko nung 2020. Like, up to now. Like, kahit 2 years lang yung dumaan. Like, grabe ibang-iba. Kasi nangangapa pa ako ng style niyan. Like, hindi ko pa sure kung saan ko gusto dalhin yung itsura nung comic na ginagawa ko. So, ayan, medyo looks rough, buddy. Yeah. At saka, iba din kasi yung ginagamit ko siya na program. Ngayon kasi, Procreate yung ginagamit ko for my drawing. Tapos, nung time na yan, nung 2020, I was using Photoshop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ayun, medyo, kung manonotice nyo, yung style na yan, tapos I think the next episode or 2 episodes after that, mag-iiba yung itsura ng drawing ko. Doon yung malalaman kung kailan ko binili yung iPad ko. Kasi that's when I made the jump from Photoshop to Procreate sa iPad. So, ayun.
In fairness talaga to Procreate, like I've seen several artists using that same application and parang
super fun.
Parang ang blessed ng generation ngayon where mas accessible ng gumawa ng ng digital art.
Totoo.
Unlike before na parang 'di ba ang uso lang is bibili ka ng Wacom tablet or even yung generic tablet, 'di ba? Tapos gagawin mo lang sa Photoshop or if sa iba yung program.
GIMP.
Yeah, yun. Tapos, yun? Paint Toolsai, yung mga ganun.
Actually.
Yung mga talaga gumagawa ng mga anime illustrations.
Yung mga manga, ganun.
Ayun. Mga kapanahon na ng mga deviant art, ganyan.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, may deviant art din ako dati.
Diba?
Oo.
So, ayun. I mean, ang ganda lang na parang mas nagiging...
Actually,
accessible pa rin, yes, in a way.
Actually, like, in terms of the price din, like, Procreate, one-time purchase lang kasi siya eh. Tapos, like, ang Photoshop, unless ipirata mo, may monthly subscription, tapos sobrang mahal.
Yes.
So, parang, ayun, like kung mag-i-invest ka in like, kung digital artist ka tapos you want to invest in like a tool, yung equipment mo talaga, edi ano ka na lang, mag-procreate ka na lang.
That's true. Tama naman. Parang, hindi na ganun ka hirap na bumili or mag-download ng mga application para gumawa ng digital art. So,
tsaka investment siya.
Yes. Investment siya. Certain ang generation ngayon.
True.
Generation. So, nagagamit pa rin. So, okay, let's go to the next one. Ito, medyo may question ako regarding this. So, nag-post ka ng sa mga comics before na college days nila. So, ano ang course nila?
Yun, parang, that's a GE class. So, hindi siya major.
Pero yun, since GE class siya. Pero meron ka bang specific course in mind when creating the... Yes. Parang kung si Leo, ano kayang course niya? Si Tomas, ano kayang course niya?
Well, so totoo lang, hindi ko pa siya nasasabi sa story. Kasi, well, parang wala namang need for it to mention kung ano yung course nila. Pero, since I'm basing it on real people, oh my God, baka ma-dox siya. Pero like, si Leo, obvious naman, fine arts. Kasi like, I mean, it's semi-autobiographical and Leo's based on someone, so, hello.
Yeah.
Tapos, si Thomas, I'm gonna say engineering, College of Engineering. Ayun. Kasi yan, naging classmates sila sa isang GE class.
So, yeah, that's lang, parang, tawag doon, mga yung
trivia, Easter eggs, gano'n.
Yes, ayan, baka mamaya, tatanungin ko na sana kung baka spoiler, baka nasa book.
Hindi naman siya relevant sa story, pero wala lang, nice bit of trivia. And actually, never ko siyang naisip naman na, ayun.
Okay, so ito naman yung next na ipapakita natin. So yung pag-style swap. So, ask ko na rin dito kung how did you come up with yung style nila, yung styling nila. So, since medyo autobiographical din siya. So, okay, nag-assume lang ako, pero yan, sige. Sa'yo ko na ibibigay yung floor. So,
well, ayun, like, paano ba? Kasi, wala lang, you know how sometimes kapag like, when you have like a partner, naghihiraman ng damit, ganun. Tapos, I just thought it would be like a cute, parang post lang, not necessarily a comic. Parang lang. During this time kasi parang na-miss ko na sila drawing outside of the comic. So, ayun. I did the style swap for Tomas and Leo. Tapos kasi Leo, more of like, siya, medyo similar kami ng style na parang medyo retro, tapos mga bold primary colors, ganun. Tapos si Tomas medyo mas relaxed yung damitan niya. Tapos I thought it would be interesting to see the other person in their partner style. Tapos, ayun, that artwork was born. It was just a fun little exercise.
Yeah, it's nice kaya. Pero gets kayo na parang pag mag-jowa kayo, may time talaga na magpapalitan kayo ng gamit.
Diba?
Right? So, di naman sana napagdaan siya. But anyway,
speaking from experience.
Okay, let's proceed to the next one.
Next question, please.
Next post na po. Okay, let's go to our... Isa to sa mga... yun yan, yung pinost mo na anniversary post. So, I'm so sorry to ask this, pero sino yung other characters? Although alam kong pinost ko siya dito at I'm so sorry, hindi ko binasa.
Okay lang. Yung other character, yung nasa balikat ni Leo, si Sammy Rose, yung best friend niya, na aswang hunter. Na, nung una siyang in-introduce ni Leo kay Thomas, medyo nag-butt heads sila kasi nga, di ba, hello, aswang si Thomas, tapos aswang hunter si Samiro. So medyo may pagka-frenemies sila na story na nangyari. Tapos yung creature dun sa pinaka-tuktok, si Benny, siya yung alagang sigbin nila Tomas at Leo. Yeah. So ayun, nakita lang ni Tomas si Benny na gumagala sa forest one time, tapos ayun, inuwi niya. Tapos naging pet na nila. Ayun, yun yung story.
I see. Cute. So, cute by the way. So, yun. I guess hindi ko to natanong earlier, pero ano yung mga ginagawa mo every time you experience a art block or creative block? Let's say, magawa ka ng comics and you just suddenly feel like you don't know what to put, you don't know what to draw, what story to create. So, what do you usually do when you experience those instances?
Pag nagkaka-art block ako, what I usually do is I watch movies, I watch series, kasi doon din ako makakuha ng inspiration. Tapos like minsan may mga binabalikan ko yung mga favorite movies ko. Tapos when I watch my favorite movies, may mga memories akong naalala, may mga matitrigger na mga little things sa brain ko na parang, ay, oo nga pala, no, nangyari ito sa akin. Like, pwede ko ito gamitin for the comic. Tapos, ayun, mostly, like, I consume media din. Like, I listen to songs also. Like, yung mga playlists ko or mga songs na favorite ko dati, tapos hindi ko na masyado pinapakinggan ngayon. Basically, I reminisce. That's what I do to parang get inspiration for new material.
Yes, of course. Yan. So, yeah, let's show, meron pa pala tayong dalawang posts dito. So, let's show the second to the last one. So, again, thank you for sharing yung tips na ginagawa mo when experiencing creative blocks. So, yeah. As artists talaga, di yun may iwasan. So,
yeah.
You just have to hope or find ways to overcome it.
Yeah.
Lilipas din naman siya. So, yeah, let's show this artwork. I believe this was posted, oh my gosh, the same then after ng election. So, yeah, we just had to, look for ways to spread our energy. So, I believe this was your way. So, could you share without na hindi tayo magiging tinapay or anything?
Okay. Sige. Medyo to-censor ka sarili ko, ganun. Sige. Ano ba? Well, syempre, alam naman natin yung mga nangyari nung recent elections, and like, a lot of people had a lot of very strong feelings about what happened, myself including. So, sinanel ko na lang yung feelings ko na yon into this artwork. So I think it's pretty, I don't know how in-depth I can do this nang hindi magiging, but like, ayun, it's pretty clear naman the message, inspiration ko pala dito yung, yung sa Ginebra, yung si Saint Michael ba yun?
Yes.
Saint Michael slaying the dragon. Yun yung inspiration ko for that piece. So, ayun, kung titingnan niyo yung elements ng drawing, diba, meron siyang espada, tapos tingnan mo na lang kung anong flower yung nasa espada.
Yeah.
Tingnan mo na lang din kung anong kulay ng suot niya. Tapos tingnan mo na lang din kung ano yung sinislay niya na monster. Magigets mo naman na kung ano yung ibig sabihin niya.
Yeah.
Ayun, dili na lang ako mag-talk.
Yeah. Ayan, okay. Sige, meron pa tayong isang post. Ito, although na-mention mo na earlier, pero I like the way you played around with the word na, yun nga, that it's your 300K post, and yeah, it just so happens na it formed into a certain word that you already mentioned earlier. So it's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of an accidental Easter egg. Kasi like, sabi ng editor ko sa akin, like, uy, 300K ka na pala. Gawa ka ng parang post to celebrate the milestone. So, okay, sige. Tapos yan yung ginawa ko. Tapos, I was writing down the 300K. Tapos na-notice ko na parang, teka, it looks like something else. Tapos, ayun, like parang, oh, this would be a nice parang Easter egg din for what's coming. So, ayun. May, obvious naman, there's
Yeah.
book. 300K
Yun na
book.
yan.
Mm-mm.
Totoo,
Yeah.
sobrang
Coming soon.
coming really, really soon.
Really, really soon.
Yeah, so, abangan po natin yun, guys. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. So, yeah, let's go to the other part of the show where we talk about ito na, Pride Month na to. So, as you know, yeah, it's June, so it's Pride Month, and not just a celebration, it's also a protest. It's also a reminder that, yun nga, we still have a long way to go as a country, even as a person. It's like, we still have a lot of things to learn. So, with doon lang sa level of comfortability that you're willing to share. So, although nasa podcast na rin to na pinag-guestan mo, na hindi ko na masyadong pinli kasi baka spoiler siya sa akin. So, kasi pagkukwentuhan naman din natin. So, yun na, could you kindly share with us yung experience mo in terms of yun, coming out and coming to terms with your identity na you felt to the point that you're now comfortable with who you are. With so, yes.
Okay, so, paano ba? How do I start? Well, I guess I've always known then from a young age pa lang na I wasn't straight. Pero I really just parang naging totoo lang siya sa akin nung nung high school, around senior year actually, fourth year high school. Doon lang sa akin nag-dawn na parang shit, seryoso na tong feelings ko na to. Kasi like that was around the time that I had my first crush of the same sex. So I'm like, fudge, this is real. Ganun. So during that time, I was really conflicted, and honestly, I was feeling depressed because like I grew up with this certain idea of who I am as a person, and ako then I grew up with a lot of people expecting a lot of different stuff from me, so I was afraid to let those people down if I came out as gay. So honestly, I was depressed during that time. Those were some really dark times in my life. But I came out to my mom muna nung right after graduating high school. Tapos, it was a whole thing. Like, as moms usually do, like medyo Filipino mom, melodramatic, gano'n. Saan ako nagkamali, gano'n. Mga naglitanya, mga gano'n. Diba? I'm sure you know. Tapos, pero ano naman, she came around and she, naging okay kami. And I think that experience actually brought us closer. And after that, I came out to my friends, pa-isa-isa, until eventually my whole friend group knew. Tapos, pag apak ng college kasi like, I think is the perfect time for anyone to explore, like not just their sexuality, but also who they are as a person, explore different worldviews and perspectives from other people. Ganun. So, nung college, I didn't feel the need to hide myself anymore. So, whenever like somebody would ask me about like, uy, bakla ka ba? Ganun. Which is rare naman because nobody ever really cares in college and in real life. Nobody asks that question. But like, if they do, I'm like, yeah, I'm gay, loud and proud. Ganun. So, yeah, and eventually, me living my truth, like in college and after college, and just surrounding myself with people who are accepting and who are understanding and with a good support system, has shaped me into the queer man that I am today. So I guess that's like the long and short of it, my journey of coming out and self-discovery.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. I know na parang every time na naiisip mo siya, parang, although, parang ngayon, na parang naka-come to terms ka na
Yeah,
with.
for
Pero may
sure.
times na parang mga small moments na may isip mo or maalala mo na
Mm-mm.
experience mo in especially in high school dun talaga na
Mm-mm.
ano eh. That being said, parang eto, sorry, wala rin to sa questions pero
Sige,
like
go
is
lang.
there a particular moment na parang tatawanan mo na lang na parang okay, ginawa to sa'yo nung high school or yung hirit or bin sort of
Ah,
bullying, parang
mm,
subtle way of bullying na
mm.
if there's an instance na di mo makakalimutan.
Actually, wala namang explicit bullying na nangyari nung high school. I mean, thankfully, like medyo ano na ako, I recognize na medyo privileged na ako in that sense kasi I know a lot of my fellow LGBTQ members are being harassed and being threatened daily. So, ayun, wala naman nung high school. Pero ang pinaka, like, tumatak lang sa akin during that time. Kasi yun nga, like, I had my first guy crush. Like, na-inlove ako for the very first time, na-inlove ako sa isang guy. Tapos, like, grabe, iniiyakan ko siya. Kasi, like, straight yung guy eh. So, parang, iniiyakan ko siya. Tapos, like, shit, I will never be with this person kasi he will never like me. Ganun. Tapos, wala, it was just really, I was miserable. Tapos, to add fuel to the fire, I was also friends with this person. So, yeah, it was really complicated situation. Tapos, grabe talaga yung bigat na dinala ko for several years because of that thing. Tapos ngayon, parang tinatawanan ko na lang siya. Kasi, wala, parang in that moment, parang it may seem like the world is ending or like it may seem like your life is over. Pero, it's always gonna get better. And
I agree.
eventually, like, maisip mo na lang, kung di mo man siya matawanan, ano na lang, magiging, parang proud ka na lang sa sarili mo na parang, uy, pinagdaanan ko yun and look at me now. Like, I'm okay. Like, I didn't really...
Supportive siya.
Wala, diba? Like, parang I came out of it alive.
Proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm sure.
Thank you. And I'm sure like marami ding mga queer people who have experienced the same thing. Diba? Looking for love in the wrong places. Diba? Pero, mahanap mo din yan. Whatever form it may take.
Yes. I agree.
Diba?
Yes.
Alam mo yan.
Ano naman, parang if there's one thing that I learned is to find yourself first, find that self-love first, and then eventually susunod na lang sila.
Actually,
parang kung hindi man, parang the more you find it, the more you look for it, the more na hindi talaga siya lalabas.
Actually,
parang it took a while for me to realize that, especially nung exploring phase pa rin. So yeah, but yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that part of your life, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, hugs. So yeah,
yakap mga mahal.
Yeah, virtual hugs to everyone. So
with consent. Yeah,
with consent. Yun ang nauuso ngayon sa ano eh.
Yakap with consent.
With consent. Yeah. Tama naman yun. So it's Pride Month, and as I mentioned earlier, it's a celebration and a protest. And yun nga, patunay si ang Jowa kong Crosswise na the comic scene, the local comic scene is evolving. More and more people have been kasi sa society natin, let's be honest, tolerating is really determined, not really accepting, because kung ina-accept man sana, edi may mga batas na sana na-implement na that could be beneficial for queer people like us. So pero anyway, going back, so being tolerant, being tolerate na lang, but what's your message to everyone in hindi, sorry, that's not the question. What is the one thing that you'd hope society or even an individual would learn or would realize after reading ang Jowa kong Crosswise?
Um, I think what I hope people will realize upon reading ang Johang Crosswise is that to put it simply, love is love. Diba? Like, like, writing ang Johang Crosswise, I had it in mind na parang it's a double metaphor for the queer experience. Kasi, apart from being gay, yung relationship nila, si Thomas at Leo, isa sa kanila is manananggal, swang. So parang meron siyang sense of like being othered, being not exactly accepted in society, and that is an experience a lot of us share. So like giving them like a domestic love story, like something that everyone can experience, love. Everyone can experience love. Like, I hope people will realize, especially like cisgender heterosexual people, like non-members of the community. I hope that they can realize na our love is actually not that different from your love. And there is no reason to be afraid of us. There is no reason to push us away and to exclude us from society. Because at the end of the day, we're all just people, and people love, and people deserve to be loved. And ayun yung message na gusto kong I hope people can take away from reading ng Jowa Crosswise.
So, nabanggit ko na earlier yung pagto-tolerate ng society natin instead of really totally accepting.
Yeah.
Ano yung mga masasabi mo sa mga tao or sa mga nagsa-struggle to figuring out their identity, their soji as of the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Ano yung pwede mong mai-impart sa kanila?
I guess something, if may advice akong mabibigay sa mga people who are still struggling with their soji, I think it's to talk to someone, to a member of the community. Like if you have any friends or family na member din ng community, I think you should talk to them, open up to them about the situation, about your feelings, about your struggles. Kasi at the end of the day, we have to stick together. Like, kaya nga tayo community eh. Kasi tayo din yung tutulungan kasi tayo na nga yung pinupush aside. Tayo yung minority. So parang by default, meron tayong connection with each other. And I'm sure, I'm willing to bet naman na there will always be people within our community who will help you realize these things about yourself. And ayun, it really is important to have someone or like to have a support group. Like, na-realize ko din yun during this lockdown. Na parang it's important for a queer person to have a queer friend group. Kasi ako din, like, ma-share ko lang sa experience ko. Like, growing up, I was the only gay person in the friend group. And it was, though I love my friends to death, like, it can be kind of lonely. It's a lonely experience being the only gay person in the group. So, ayun, ang masasabi ko lang sa'yo is go and make some queer friends. Kasi you will support each other. Ayun.
That's something to look forward to, especially this coming June 25. Pupunta ka?
Sa Pride?
Yeah.
I heard dalawa daw yung Pride March eh.
Ah? Talaga?
May isa din sa QC apparently.
Oh.
So ako, I'm like, oh wait, bakit dalawa yung Pride? Ba't di na lang tayo isang event? Yung isa sa Marikina pa rin, no?
Wala, I have no idea dun sa location,
Actually,
pero they just
ako na eh.
posted na June 25.
25.
So, parang in the coming days or weeks pa lang yata i-reveal. Pero it would be nice kung sa Marikina. Ulit. Para
Kaso
malapit
kasi
lang.
parang padami na, actually parang malapit ka na. Actually, medyo malapit din naman sa akin. Pero, ayun nga, most likely I'll be at a Pride event. Kung ano man. For sure, marami yung mga pakulo, yung mga bakla ng Metro Manila.
Oo, totoo yan. So, yeah, hopefully I get to see you in person in one of those events. So,
yeah, for sure.
Keep in touch na lang there. But anyway, meron pa tayong pag-uusapan. So, guys, hindi po to extra. Wag po kayo. Charet! Naghanap ng away. So, yun na nga, papaya mo na rin nabanggit yung mga plans ni ang Jowa kong Crosswise. So, that includes a book na i-publish ni Psycom, which I believe is part of Viva. So, ano ba yung may mga pwede bang deets na pwedeng i-share dyan? Or yung other plans, or kahit yung mga nasa isip mo pa lang na kahit hindi tungkol sa book, or even sa Penlab, or even sa even in your socials, like parang ano yung mga naiisip mo na parang mukhang magandang gawin to or incorporate kay ang Jowa Crosswise.
Well, right now kasi like I'm gonna take a break muna from ang Jowa Crosswise once I release the book. Like, I'm gonna take a short break. Hindi naman like super tagal, ganun. Pero like, wala lang, para makapag-ipon lang uli ng material for hopefully more episodes and hopefully another book if ever it comes to that. Pero right now kasi, yung book that's coming out, it's meant to be like a standalone story. Para may option ako, like parang to continue it if I want to. Pero I do definitely still want to keep posting online mga web exclusive episodes and hopefully an adaptation. Baka may makarinig dyan na producer na gusto mag-pick up ang Jowa Crosswise as like a TV series or movie or animated show. Message nyo lang ako. Ayun. Tapos ano pa ba? Wala, apart from that, meron din akong isa pang comic that I'm working on. I'm not sure yet if I'm allowed to say what it is, but there is another project that's unrelated to ang Jowa Crosswise that I am currently developing right now. And hopefully, ma-publish din siya soon. So, yeah, ayun. Yan pa lang naman ang aking mga project in the near future.
Yeah,
hopefully merong book launch.
Like, sabihan mo ako kung meron.
Yeah. Popost ko naman yun for sure sa socials if may book launch. Sana magkaroon. Sana payagan.
That would be nice. So, looking forward to your future plans or kung ano mga surprises na yan mo. So, yeah, I'll be on the lookout naman din since I'm following you naman. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll post about it din naman. I'll let you guys know.
That's nice. And yun, ano ba yung mga maliban sa other than comics, are there any other goals that you wish to pursue? Like, so magmuha ng banda, do you want to be a snowman or anything even unrelated to being an artist? Like, do you want to like try something? Mga ganun. So.
Actually, ano ba? Everything yung mga goals ko right now are actually all kind of related to ang Jowa Crosswise and like to my career as an illustrator. Like, so I'm essentially like kind of living my dream right now. So, ayun. Wala, I just want to make more comics kahit hindi pa yan ang Jowa Crosswise, kahit iba pang comics. And I want to see adaptation for my works, and hopefully also be an animator or like creative director for the adaptation or whatever kung pwede.
Kumbaga parang magiging involved ka pa rin, just like how Alice Oseman is sa Heartstopper, diba?
Yeah, exactly, diba? So parang sana maging Alice Oseman din ako. Ayun, Netflix.
Bigyan naman. Pero alam ko may nakita kasi akong post before na parang ano yan? Although, ano lang yun, diba? Parang satire style lang siya. Na parang, pag magkakaroon ng live adaptation ng Jowa kong Crosswise, anong
Chris
nga name
Pratt.
niya?
Si Chris
Ayan,
Pratt.
si Chris Pratt yung parang ano mo. Pero yun,
That was just
sino
a
yung,
joke.
yeah. Pero ano, sige, kung, siguro, sige, para fair, para, on a local and international setting, sino yung nakikita mong feeling mong babagay kay Leo at Tomas pag nagkaroon ng live adaptation? So, mamili ka na kung anong network kung gusto mo sa ano, kung gusto mo pagsamahin, bahala ka na. Sa local
Actually,
setting,
yeah, sige. Actually, meron akong fan cast talaga for local. Pero kasi hindi sila umaarte. Like parang ano lang sila, online personality lang sila. So, ano ba, for Leo, kilala mo si, there's this, like parang influencer sa Instagram. His name is Raven Takwigan.
I don't know, but I can search it right now. Can you
Search
spell
mo
his last name?
Search mo sa Instagram at Raven Online.
Ito, lumabas na siya kaagad.
Yeah.
Sino siya? Oo nga. Okay. Familiar guy. Familiar face. Okay.
Like, gusto ko like, medyo parang ganyan yung peg. Actually, sa totoo lang, like, if ever an adaptation happens, gusto ko sana like, queer yung leads. Like, as much as possible, like, ayokong straight yung leads.
Yeah.
So, like, ewan ko, bahala na siguro yung casting director makahanap ng, marami naman dyan mga relatively unknowns na queer actors. Pero ayan, if you put a face to the character, si Leo, most likely, mga peg niya, si Raven Online, si Raven Tawigan. Tapos si Tomas naman, kilala mo si Santino Rosales.
Hindi rin at it's
yung anak ni Jericho Rosales.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sige, let me see. I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oo nga. Yeah, oo nga. Pwede.
Either si Santino Rosales or si Brent Manalo. Brenty Manalo. Tama ba?
Brent.
Recently ko lang din siya nag-discover.
Brent.
And nung nakita ko picture niya, I was like, oh my God, kamukha niya si Thomas.
Oh, eto din. Oh, may pagkahawig din siya kay Sino ba to? Ano pangalan nun? Ian,
Pangilinan?
May hawig lang. Hawig lang. Or
I think I get what you mean. Yung vibe.
hawig lang. Vibe lang. Ay, wait lang. Parang ito yung nasa teleserye yata.
Nasa teleserye ito si...
Kaya sabi ko, shucks, oo nga.
Yeah.
Nasa broken marriage pa ito. Okay.
Yeah. Andun pala siya.
Nice siya yun. Okay.
Ayan, yun yung fan cast ko for local. Fan cast.
Nice. Sa international though, may... aside from Chris Pratt.
Joke lang yun. Pero in fairness, like may mga naniniwala. Tapos like they were saying na parang, I hope you would change your mind because Chris Pratt is homophobic, ganun. Tapos ako parang, guys, it's a joke.
I didn't know that, but okay.
Nung pinost ko sa Facebook yung meme, like may mga naniniwala.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sige.
I don't know, for international, actually hindi ko iniisip yung international.
Mas
Kasi
sa
like,
local, no?
Oo. Like, ano nga din like parang inisip ko like kung kung ipapa-translate siya to like English or like another language para ma-publish sa ibang bansa. Parang feel ko maraming mawawala as a story. Kasi may mga nuances yung language natin na hindi mo siya directly mata-translate.
Yes.
So, yung mga, lalo na yung mga jokes, di ba?
Yes. Oo.
Mahirap.
Totoo yan.
So, like, wala sa isip ko ngayon yung for international adaptations or whatever. Ayun, local lang. Mag-focus muna tayo sa local.
Yes, of course. Sariling atin muna.
Sariling atin muna talaga.
Sarap ng Pinoy. Chereng. Okay, anyway.
True.
So, ano naman yung mga mapapayo mo sa mga artists or even those who are interested to try or give try to start creating their own comic or even just start pursuing a creative career or being an influencer, an illustrator.
Influencer. I think you're asking the wrong person.
Wait. Yun, for sa mga parang nagbabalak na maging creative person, maging part ng creative field or sa paggawa ng comics. So, ano yung gusto mo or mapapayo mo sa kanila?
I guess yung one thing lang na masasabi ko sa inyo is to keep creating. Like, alam ko sobrang cliche na nun, pero there's really no other way to go about it. Tapos, you post your work online din. Kasi when you post it online, hindi lang siya exposure, but you can also get feedback from other people, from fellow creators. Like, you have to follow different creators, interact with them, make friends with them, and you can give each other critique and constructive criticism para you can build a community and really help each other grow. And ayun, never stop creating even if you feel like pangit yung ginawa mo. It's most likely not. It's really just your inner saboteur telling you that you're better. You're always better than you think you are. So just keep on creating, keep putting your work out there, and be brave. Be brave. Ayun.
Yes, I agree. A few weeks ago, you opened your slot, nag-open ka for commissions. So, this is the part where you can invite ng mga ka-siomai na kung manonood man ng replay, where can they find you? Where can they read ang Jowa kong Crosswise? So, promote. This is the part where he can promote.
Okay,
so,
sige. Magpo-promo na ako. Okay.
Yes.
So, if you wanna read my webcomic, ang Jowa kong Crosswise, it's available to read at penlab.inc. Makikita nyo naman nandun sa main page yung ang Jowa kong Crosswise. Just click on it and then all the episodes that I've posted online are available to read there, as well as a special sneak peek of the upcoming book. Merong parang special teaser and a special snippet. And you can also follow me on my socials, on my social media pages. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm Tsambolero there, TSAMBOLERO. And I am also at Tsambolero at Instagram and Twitter. Pero I'm most active on Twitter. Doon ako pinakamadaldal. So if you wanna catch me at my most active, you can follow me on Twitter. And ano pa ba? I'm also open for commissions. So if you're interested in being chambified, or if you want to know how you look like sa ang Jowa kong Crosswise universe, you can always commission me to draw you a portrait of you, yourself, your partner, your pets, anyone. Just message me at any of my social media pages and I will respond to you as soon as I can. So, there.
Yes. Very approachable, very madaling kausap tong si Chambi. So, kaya din ako nakaano ng commission. Yeah, so,
thank you so much din pala kay Aaron for commissioning me.
Yeah, thank you din. Kasi parang, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity. Okay, I want to try this. I want to my face commission. So, and dahil din doon, nagkaroon lang din ng idea all of a sudden to, oo nga, i-guess ko nga din to. Baka free siya. And we have this episode na, we're just about to end. And dahil lang doon, so, I really enjoyed it. So, thank you. Napakaganda ng work mo and looking forward din ako dun sa isa kong pinaka-commission. But no pressure. No
Update
pressure
na din kita soon about that. I'm working on it.
No worries. No, naman. No rush. No pressure.
Yeah.
Take your time lang. But, Chambi, Tsambolero, thank you so much. Thank you
for having me.
Thank you din. Yes. Thank you. At hindi ka nang bola sa akin Walang pambobola, tsamba lang. Hindi rin
Wala.
tsamba, sakto lang tayo dito.
Mm,
But
mm.
thank you. Thank you for sharing your views, your insights, your experience as an artist, as well as for telling your story. So I'm very glad, sincerely, genuinely glad na nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong chika, ganitong
Yes.
conversation. And personally happy to see the face behind Tsambolero na hindi lang illustration lang. And
Yeah.
na-confirm na, okay, siya nga to.
Tao
Oo
nga
nga,
siya.
yan, tao siya. And ayun na yung aspect na, okay, yun yung element no, sa personal life niya na ninilagay niya sa kanyang
Mm.
illustration. So, thank you. You are truly admirable with what you do, and I
Thank you.
sincerely wish you happiness and success, hindi lang sa career, hindi lang sa ang jowa kong Crosswise, pati na rin sa ibang aspects ng life.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you so much for having me.
thank
I
you.
had so much fun making
Thank you
chika.
ako
Making
din.
chika?
Yeah,
Konyo. Thank you for
making
having me. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chambi. Sobrang salamat. And I do hope to see you sa isa sa mga Pride events this month. And if
For
ever,
sure.
picture tayo, ganyan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oo, yun
Of
natin yan.
course.
So, sana
Mm-mm.
makagilap kita and mamukaan, ganyan. Kasi
Mm-mm.
naka-mask.
Ano na lang ako, mag-yellow beanie. Para
Yes.
madali akong ma-spot sa public.
Okay, yes. I will definitely keep that in mind. So, Chambi, thank you very much. Thank you so much for having this wonderful conversation. Maraming salamat.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, Allen. And thank you sa mga ka-siomai for tuning in or who will tune in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, yun na nga, guys. That is our episode for tonight dito sa KaTalk. I hope nag-enjoy at meron kayong napulot na lessons, kung may lessons man, or kung ano man sa ating very first Pride Month episode special for the year. For those who have missed tonight's episode, feel free to replay this video sa Facebook page ng Stream Siomai. The past episodes can also be streamed dito sa Facebook, pati na rin sa YouTube ng Stream Siomai. Yun, we just had Tsambolero for our very first Pride Month special. So, may hula na ba kayo kung sino yung susunod? So, let me know in case na meron na. Pero, bato-bato na lang sa langit. So, baka kayo na bala kung susunod. So, yeah, my name is Alren of Stream Siomai. And yan, gawa ni Champ. Yan, no? Gawa niya yan. Cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. So, yeah, thank you so much ulit, Chambi, for this artwork. It's so cute. So, yun, my name is Alren of Stream Siomai, and this is KaTalk. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Looking forward to seeing you soon again sa sunod na Pride Month episode. And happy Pride! Let's keep raising the rainbow flag. Labanan tayo, mga beso. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.